Have you been wondering where this ridiculously difficult platforming section in Silksong actually is? Well, you're not alone. For the longest time, I assumed this had to be part of the main story. I kept progressing through Act 3 thinking surely I'll get here eventually. But it never happened. It turns out this entire platforming challenge is completely optional, and unless you discover one very hidden quest called the Passing of the Edge and solve its riddle, there's actually no reason for the game to ever send you here. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to start the Passing of the Edge quest, explain why this platforming section exists and how to complete it. Before anything else, for this you will need to be in Act 3 and you must have unlocked Silksong. Without Silksong, you simply can't reach the hidden lore tablet that begins this quest. Head over to the Putrefied Docks near Pale Lake. There's a hidden chamber high above area that most players never revisit. Once you reach the stone tablet, interact with it to begin the passing of the edge wish. This quest only becomes available in Act 3 after obtaining Silksong, and the tablet contains a series of riddles that point you towards Mr. Mushroom's 7 appearances across Pharloom. Since I have not played the original Hollow Knight, I had to learn about Mr. Mushroom, but if you have played the first game, you'll probably remember Mr. Mushroom. What I learned was he is one of the strongest characters in the entire series. Once again, he appears at the end of an age, not to fight, not to reward his strength, but simply to witness history. Even the name Passing of the Edge hints that you are following the final witness to a kingdom that's about to change forever. The lore tablet describes him as the Master Herald, someone who signs an age's end, suggesting he is less of a normal character and more of a recurring observer who appears whenever one era gives way to another. Now let's solve the riddle for this quest one by one. If you skip one interaction, the final encounter won't appear. The first one is Under Chapel Fallen to the Monarch's Might. For this, go to the bone bottom, then to the chapel, head right, you'll see the Mr. Mushroom hint, play your needle in, talk to him to complete first riddle. Now for the second one, over camp collapse to the black thread plight. This is also the bone bottom, the camp over us, and just where you meet Sakura for the first time. Third one is Scorched Field on Edge Cells Black and Burned, which is the end section of the far field. And then Up Towers spinning near the Surgeon spawn. By Surgeon it means to address the Surgeon of Grimoire, who also help us to get rid of the parasite. After that, Cage of Who raged against the Silken Lie. This is the reference to the first sinner. Just head to where she was imprisoned in the slab. Sixth one is Fell Heart of Frost who soars on high. This references to the top of the Mount Fae. You can head straight from slab to here. This time you don't have to play your needle in, just talk straight to the Mr. Mushroom. Now the final riddle, past Cradle's Peak, last test of fitness. This is what led us to this popular platforming section. Even if you have finished the game and looking for some challenge, I think this is a must-do platforming section in the game. This is where you will also get your final silk skill called Pale Nails in case you ever wonder how to get those flying swords like skills. Now this is the section where the entire passing of the edge quest lead you to. If you have seen clips online, this is probably what everyone calls Silksong's hardest platforming challenge. But the game never tells you it exists. It's completely hidden behind this optional quest. Unless you solve the passing of the edge riddles or stumble into this place by accident, you'll probably finish the game without ever seeing it. Community discussions show many players reached the area before realizing it was tied to passing of the edge, while others finished the platforming only to discover they needed to complete the earlier Mr. Mushroom encounters first. Some tips I can give you for this platforming challenge is that try equipping that Ascendant script if you have it, as it helps a lot. Also, before the main section begins, up here, far from the rest bench, you can recharge your health as much as you want just by hanging on the wall and use your charge attacks to attack these creatures that keep spawning. This challenge feels like Team Cherry's spiritual successor to Hollow Knight's Path of Pain. It is not about combat, it's simply asking whether you have mastered every movement ability the game has given you. Every jump tests your timing, your silk management, and your confidence. Once you finally reach the top, play your needle in one last time to summon Mr. Mushroom. This completes passing of the edge. Besides unlocking the achievement and epilogue, the quest also rewards you with one of the game's most memorable platforming experiences and reinforces Mr. Mushroom's role as the witness to the end of an era. Use your silk sword once again to finally reach the surface called the Nameless Town. You can kill this box for your journal entry, head right and play your needle in to get Surface Memento. I hope this guide helps and I hope you enjoyed this video so far. If like me, you've been wondering where this hidden platforming section actually was, now you know it's not part of the main story at all. It's the final test of the passing of the edge quest. If this guide helped you out, please consider subscribing and I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching.